all right.
Good
Funky
morning.
Kramer angles and sleeping in
Well, we got our walls right here. They're made of motorcycles.
walls of motorcycles. Y'all did a run to the wall. We did a sleep by the wall.
So what time we get in last night?
Exactly 12 o'clock. We arrived at the Mission Canine Ranch and
Punched in the code, got in through the gate. I think we woke up the whole state of Texas. All the Belgian Malinois and German Shepherds over here were barking their heads off. But we set up everything. We just rolled out our pads real quick, our sleeping bags. I think the grounds manager here at Mission Canine just brought us a couple cups of coffee. I think this is going to be the only cups of coffee in bed on our whole camping mission here. So thank you for that. I'm still waking up right now.
yeah. So yesterday we did have a funky experience though. We didn't get a vlog last night, unfortunately, because of some of the extra time it took to get across the grounds to get to Galveston Island. It took like 75 minutes to get onto the ferry. Took the ferry across, and you might not hear anything we say because of the puppy dogs. They're getting fed right now. And we went over to the island and waited, and my camera's about to fall, man. Just getting tired, I guess, man. Equipment's not freaking holding up right now. We get over to Galveston Island and get to our rendezvous point. We're planning on meeting up with Andy, and tried to call him and couldn't get a hold of him, and tried to call him for a couple of days.
So it turns out that he's torn his bicep muscle. He's a little out of it. And so unfortunately, we came this way, but it's not for naught, because we're over here at Mission Canine Rescue. And we wish him well, but we're gonna have to do this trip to
I guess he might have been just a little embarrassed that he couldn't make it after all that effort, and he's the one that found his Mission Canine, and I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna be just two of us, man.
I like to forge ahead and not dwell on negative circumstance, so we're always trying to make the best out of everything. We got in a little bit late, so we weren't able to make it inside, so we're camping out here. We've got our 100% DEET, so the bugs kept them away.
I didn't have any bug problems. I was worried about landing into an ant farm.
Yeah, right.
Which there is a giant one right there. Holy crap, I didn't see that till this morning.
It's right there, man.
Boom, we got lucky. But we're gonna do this handover to Chris this afternoon, and then we gotta head across the whole state of Texas and get all the way over to Roswell, which I'm gonna do this again in Roswell, man, because we'll see something funky. Actually, we're not gonna stop there at the night. We're gonna be there during the day.
Well, I think we are going to spend the night in Roswell.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think it's quite a few hundred miles out there. It's something like 700 miles from here, so I think we'll do that. I think in just a minute, I'm going to polish off this cup of coffee, go inside, see if maybe they can host us for some showers before Chris gets here, and we can hand off the money that we raised for Mission Canine Rescue. That's $2,000. We met our goal there, so thank you very much to everybody that supported.
This is where Denny came from. That's where Denny came from. That you saw for Chad and Denny, all the talk we do with him, and the endowment that he received at the Roanoke Bill Mountain Star the other day. The very first thing we got to do on our mission. So that was cool.
And Andy did introduce us to everybody here, so he's brought a lot to our group, and we wish him well, and we know that there'll be another project mission where he'll be able to take part. And so once on the team, you're always on the team.
We just didn't get to give him his card.
I know it. I know it.
Oh well, we'll mail it, man. But yeah, that was cool as hell. Getting to sleep in the sleeping bag. Temperatures were perfect. It stayed overcast all night. Woke up in the morning to dogs barking and the nicest dude walking over and handing us our cup of coffee and saying good morning. And last night, my God, and you might be right, man. You said, and I don't know if you were just getting a little crazy, but we met another Marine that served in the 80s. That was like, as soon as we sat down, I said, dude, we are sitting here for a freaking reason. When I looked across and looked at this dude's eyes, man, and you do the typical thing that we're trying to erase from ourselves, like this must be just some random homeless dude sipping his coffee in this freaking place, not eating any food. So I just was like, hey man, you gonna eat? Why don't you come eat with us? And then his daughter that was working there came, sat down with him, was like, no, my daughter's gonna feed me later, you know? And had some conversations. When we started talking about Alaska, he butted in and was like, hey, my brother just went to Alaska. And we have this whole conversation about he's out there mending his fences during the day and that we might need a place to stay that night. So I started kind of whining it in, like, what kind of fences were you mending? Just a house fence. I thought maybe he had a farm or something that we could go and hang out at. He lived 2 miles down the road. Told us all the history of Galveston Island and what's going on there now and how the school systems work, and just awesome conversations. And then it turns out that he was a old killing machine Marine too from the 80s. And we had like some crazy shit go down yesterday, and we were dwelling on that because we had some negative road experiences, and we're sitting there talking about it, dwelling on it, and he interjected and said, let me tell you a joke and make you freaking smile. And he did, and you were right, dude. He was an angel sent there to talk to us and make us freaking realize what the hell's going on in life right now and stop dwelling on the old. You're tired, you're sober. That's probably another problem, is that, you know, we've had a sobriety change in life, so it makes things a little bit more complicated, especially when you're already exhausted from the road and all kinds of crazy shit, man.
Just never know what these days are going to bring. So I look back as we were starting to depart, and 1 second I saw him, and all of a sudden he just vanished. So in my mind, he was an angel, but you know, you never know where people are going to come out of. He told us a joke, he lifted our spirits, and here we are, completing our mission yet one more time. So thanks to everybody watching. Thanks for all the support. And I think what we need now is pack these bikes up, get cleaned up, so when Chris gets here, we can make a good impression, and we can top it off with what we came out here to do, and that is keep this thing funded. If you like what Chris is doing here, go directly to the Mission K9 page. There's a donate button there as well. And so they do have a lot of need, and we're just a small slice of it.
I had a vision, so watch the next video, man. I gotta make something real quick before we get on the road, because I had a vision last night of some new camera angles we're gonna try out. But you, was like, oh dude, you're never gonna believe what I'm gonna do. You're like,
I was out cold. You know, I could sleep through this, no big deal. Yeah, I was out cold in about 30 seconds out here.
But it worked out perfect, because when we laid down, it was nothing but stars, and then it just went overcast and kept all the heat off. That's what I was worried about, getting too bright too early and too hot too early. But Texas, baby, big skies, big times, with people with big hearts.